There was no wind today, and so everyone was shooting pretty hot. Tomorrow we are going to have winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour, which means we could see gusts up to 15 or 20, and that's pretty classic Maple Hill.
Missy is defending champion of this event. She came down really clutch in the stretch on 17 and 18 last year, winning it in a pretty impressive fashion. And Missy tends to heat up as the season goes on. She's coming off a win at Deglow. She made the playoff at GMC. Despite a kind of lackluster first round, she came out tying the course record in round 2 on the windiest day and is only 3 strokes back. She's absolutely in this fight.
So Holyn does prefer the more open courses where she can just unleash. Maple Hill is not really that type of course. It does require you to dial in. It does, however, cater to people that can throw distant shots on lines. And Holyn is proving that she can do that. We've seen her all weekend long throw unbelievable drives, and her putting is looking so good.
Silva came out firing in round 1, 8 down, tying the course record from the year prior and looking really confident. Rounds 2 and 3, she got a ton of birdies, kept fighting the whole time, but just kind of stacked some single bogey strokes. The thing about Silva is if she's hitting putts, especially her circle 2 putts, she can be scoring from anywhere at any time, and that makes her really dangerous. At 6 strokes back, it's going to take probably another pushing a course record kind of a round for her to be in it.
There's so much out of bounds in the woods that we can see wild stroke swings on almost any hole, but Hailey King is a player that can play aggressive on every hole and can reach comfortably every hole and can birdie every hole. So I think if Hailey King comes out tomorrow and decides she wants to do really well and commits to her game plan, I think we could see her make a chase for the lead.
I think Missy Gannon maybe has the edge shooting that course record round in the windy day on day 2. So I think Missy is one to watch, but you never know. Holyn's also looking quite comfortable, so I could see it coming down to a really close battle.
Hello and welcome to the 2025 MVP Open presented by MVP and OTB. It is Championship Sunday, and we are going to find out who wins this one today. Before we get started, though, you guys know what's going on.
Look at it. Oh, we did it. We did it. And if you could join us in our journey to 10 million, we'd really appreciate all of you.
We'd love to have you.
But for real, thank you, everyone, for joining us.
We can finally stop doing that. Yeah! We're all happy
about it. 2025, the future's now.
The future's now.
Okay, well, we do have some disc golf to watch after all that excitement. Holyn, Handley, Missy Gannon shooting 6 down yesterday. Holyn with the 3-stroke lead going into the final round. Silva Saarinen shooting even par, quite a few strokes back. But, you know, we're out here to watch some crazy disc golf, and Maple Hill never disappoints. Hole 1, we're in the A positions like we were yesterday in round 3. It's a par 4, 705 feet. You gotta get across the water comfortably and then pass through this triple mandatory to a tucked pin position. This is a little bit farther back than in previous years, so pretty difficult. Par 4 takes 2 very technical shots to get the birdie.
Holyn, Handley.
You guys are watching disc golf. We have confetti everywhere.
There's so much in my hair.
There's confetti.
There's so much. Wow, this is a huge shot.
Jeez. Mm-hmm. Massive.
From Beacon, New York, Missy Gannon.
Some nice conditions out there. Windier than yesterday, but not the worst we've seen out here at Maple Hill. Definitely a lot to contend with, especially kind of in the middle of the round, like you get back on top of the hill on a 10, 11, that kind of thing, and there's some wind. Nice start for Missy.
Silva Saarinen.
Silva sitting at 8 under par after 3 rounds. Maple Hill always plays tough. But Silva has been fighting back, 74% fairway hits. Not making quite as many putts as we see Silva make, but oh, man.
Ooh.
We had a pretty brutal wind today. It was a left to right crosswind that you couldn't see or feel from the tee pad, really affecting Silva's disc.
Charlotte, North Carolina, Hailey King.
You can see Silva look a little bit confused by that result.
Yeah, the only way you could notice was by looking at the flags on 18's fairway to the right. Other than that, it was completely hidden. You can see, look at Hailey's disc too, just getting taken. Look at those trees kind of bending over as
Whoa.
well.
It does come back somewhat, though. Look how far she is. Weird spot. Everyone going to get a little up close and personal with this right side rough.
Silva just trying to get out and get close to the entrance of the Squirrel Gate, a.k.a. the Triple Mando.
Missy not going to get aggressive here. This played is one of the hardest holes yesterday.
Played us the most difficult again today.
Yeah, so just
averaging even higher over par today, 0.79.
I wonder if more people attacked. It's just not, it doesn't feel quite worth it to really attack here. I liked it when it was a little bit shorter, so you could just kind of get just inside the Triple Mando and then have like a 40, 45 footer. Now you see a lot more layups.
Yeah, I also think just that sneaky wind probably got a lot of people today. I saw, I don't know, 5 or 6 people that normally would have no problem at all getting over the water, just getting big wind bounces and dropping early. And that drop zone is no joke to try to recover the bogey from.
Ooh. Silva just sneaking inbounds on her third. You see just a slight turnover here. Maybe 100 feet or so.
Get in!
Holyn pitching up her third as well. Hailey with a bit of a look. She's what, 75 feet away maybe?
And she doesn't go too crazy. That OB comes up really quick behind the basket. I believe it's right at the edge of the bullseye. No one got to circle 1 in regulation. Only one competitor got to circle 2 in regulation. Half the field parring, but half the field taking a bogey or worse. A quarter taking a double bogey or worse. So yeah, hole 1 rough today.
Welcome to Maple Hill, everybody.
Legit.
Where you can get wrecked or go home.
Sometimes you do both.
And so even par, the best score you could get today, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 pars is great. Silva going to have to start off with just a single bogey. Checking in with the chase card ahead on hole 3. We got to watch Hannah win yesterday, play some really respectable golf. And look at this huge turning shot. Oh, it flexes back just at the right time. A look on this one's such a bonus, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, she's got that hyzer putt so dialed.
Yeah, there's no one that does a hyzer putt like Hannah Wynn. Checking in with Owen Scoggins as well. She's going to take the right side hyzer, or kind of a flex hyzer line. Getting a little love from a tree, slowing that disc down to inside the bullseye. Parking hole 4 is so much fun.
Yeah, that's a good feeling birdie. Hailey and Silva 7 strokes back of Holyn. Need to put together something special to make a run for it.
Let's move on to the second easiest hole of the day. This one of the few to average under par. The wind was nice and blocked here, so you really were able to just turn your brain off and throw here. That wall on the right side is out of bounds all the way down. You're trying to get your tee shot hopefully up and over this final crossing rock wall, but you see a lot of disc filter and land right in that area, leaving you with a really long circle to putt uphill. This one is very birdieable though, and you are hoping to at least have a putt.
Pretty looking shot here from Holyn. Perfect height and speed right to the bullseye.
Ooh, follow fly. Love this gentle turn, letting the stability of the disc work it out.
I just like how the first part was just a blue blob that grew slowly bigger right over Holyn.
Yeah. Missy following. Making sure that disc has plenty of time to get up there. She's going to be on the edge of the circle, but pin high. Hailey threw almost this exact shot yesterday, flirting with that right side tree and finding herself parked.
Even better today. Ooh.
Duel? Yeah. That blob grow.
Right? Cool. I'm just hoping for the triple at this point.
Yeah, come on. Get up to the bullseye.
I mean, it was good.
It was great.
It was,
But
dang
not good
it,
enough.
Not good enough. Some really nice tee shots here on hole 2. Missy farthest out for her birdie.
Yeah.
Comes up an inch low.
Almost half the competitors got to circle 1 in regulation. And 3/4 got to circle 2 in regulation. Oh man, Silva a little early on the putt, and she's gonna chain out left side.
Holyn gonna extend that lead over Missy. Hailey with a nice birdie.
Hailey and Holyn, 2 of only 9 birdies on hole 2, but the FPO field is good at minimizing the bogeys here. We head back into the woods and where you can start feeling the wind again.
BlackInkDiscs.com is your premier disc golf store. Our new all-seeing hand is available on your favorite Innova and MVP molds now. We are your go-to store for the coolest custom stamps and all things disc golf. Love what you throw? BlackInkDiscs.com. Shop with us now.
Hole 3, we saw Hannah Wynn get to circle 2 with this one. It's hard to do much better than that. It's a tricky flex line through the woods. It's very, very tight. You got to miss this tree we just passed on the right. There's a few on the left that are a little bit earlier you also have to miss. Most common mistake is just kind of throwing it on that left side, flexing out just a bit too early, but it's easy to overturn this thing as well and end up on the deep right side. Either can be workable, but it's very easy to find yourself in a spot that's difficult to scramble from. Ooh, that might be one of those spots.
Oh,
First available feels pretty brutal on this one.
yeah. Hailey also erroring a little bit late. She catches a tree midway down, and she's going to at least kick back to the fairway. It's still not an easy shot from there. Missy
Ooh.
not doing her play of sneaking through the left side trees today. She's going to show us she can do it. Yeah, right inside the circle.
You think she heard us talking smack?
Yeah, probably.
Ugh, this feels so good when you hit this line clean. It's so tight and takes so much power to get all the way up to where Missy is. Such an impressive shot. Silva sneaking through most of the way on the right side. She might have some kind of look, but easy par. Holyn.
Where is she? Look at all the poison ivy.
Gets out of there. Wherever that is, she got out.
She doesn't even get to Hailey's drive.
Literally just laughing at how bad it is. Hailey with some work left to do.
It really is wild on Maple Hill how like you can play 1,000 practice rounds and you'll never see Holyn do this ever again on this hole.
Ever.
Ever. But look how brutal it is.
This would be an impressive bogey save, honestly. And look at, I love the leaves falling today in the wind.
It was so pretty. It's just the perfect time of year to be here. Man, the leaves are really putting on a show right now.
All day, dog. Holyn trying to save that bogey. Gonna be a double. Here's Missy for, ooh, big old swing. Wow. 3-stroke swing. That's huge right now.
Whoa, and on hole 3 too. Not one that you see many birdies on. There's only 4 today.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
No way. Holyn gonna take a triple. Is it gonna tie it up? Oh my gosh.
I mean, we called that there could be big stroke swings, but I wasn't expecting it on hole 3.
Yeah, it's true, but it can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
But we really haven't seen this big of swings very often. I mean, the fact that it's tied up in one hole is pretty insane. What a clutch putt for Missy Gannon.
Whoa.
Whoa. And now Hailey only 4 strokes back, which is a lot more surmountable. It's pretty crazy.
Here's hole 4. We watched Owen Scoggins park it earlier. You see standstill shots most often from the front of the tee pad. Backhands, forehands to the right of this tree that we're passing on the right now, or down this middle gap that the drone's flying. Whatever you decide, it's good to keep it low or at least keep your disc hyzering in right around this area because you oftentimes get a pretty nice skip all the way down. If you come in hot and land near the basket, it's almost inevitable that you're going to find the water on the deep side.
Missy taking to that left corner of the tee pad, thrown straight down the gut, and she'll get maybe to circle 2. Pretty typical play on this one.
Yeah, you're thrilled with that, honestly.
At least lightly delighted.
Yeah. Hitting one of these early trees makes this hole suddenly one of the hardest on the course. Hailey got a good kick down to the middle.
Silva doing this play that no one else does, going from the middle of the tee pad and then straight down the gut. Pretty cool play.
Slow down. Oh.
Bye.
Oh my.
Gone.
Gone. Holyn trying to follow there, but catching a tree. Here's Hailey, just a little jump putt. She's doing a great job of keeping it nice and low and filtering down to the green.
Holyn getting to just outside the bullseye. Missy just outside where you're thinking about running it. She's just gonna lay up. And Silva pretty close for a par save, but it's uphill and elevated. No problem.
Yeah, shaking off those couple of missed putts nicely with that very much more difficult putt. This one played as a tie for the second easiest hole.
Oh,
Wait, so yeah, tie for the easiest. Crazy.
A two-way tie for the second easiest.
That's how
Wait.
the stats frame it.
I know.
It's very confusing.
Two trains leave the station at this. I've learned this.
There's a man on the tracks.
Wait, whoa. Oh. Madison Walker ahead on hole 8, not having the best of times, it seems.
Yes. Throwing the disc well though. Loving how it's coming out of my hand.
Loving this trail from you. That looks like a really nice shot. Madison right on both the bubble of the top 19 players that progress to the Tour Championships and the 2 spots, Hailey King being the first spot right now, and then Rachel Turton and Madison Walker are in contention for the second spot on that bubble, but could make it in either way.
Yep.
Which is pretty wild. So a lot of tension down here on third card. Ooh.
Yeah, it was rough out there. Rachel and I were both playing really good golf. It was pretty crazy. It was like we were battling who could have the worst kicks. And thankfully, I was feeling pretty comfortable on hole 8 this week. And Rachel, unfortunately, sent it over the wall.
8 holes giving you some honks. Love to hear it.
Man, they are so good at honking.
They were in fine form today.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish what happened to Rachel and I today on anyone. It was rough. It was rough. Holyn Handley also having a little bit of a rough time.
Hole 5. This is the over the water shot. 262 feet feels a whole lot farther if you don't take this route. We might see Hailey King go sidearm here. We've seen Silva attempt to go this way and successfully do it once with the backhand, which is a rare sight. A lot of the FPO field taking one of 2 gaps, primarily a wide hyzer gap out to the right side through the trees and then hoping for some ground play. You very rarely see this play get all the way to the circle, but you often get to circle 2. Most of the time, though, you're left with a sketchy little approach shot and you're very happy for a par on this one. It's about as good as you can do it for Missy.
It is so crazy to watch disc go through those gaps at all. There's just seemingly like a wall of trees there. This is such an advantage if you've got it.
And if you don't land safe, it's a sketchy drop zone, difficult to save the bogey. It's an optional drop zone if you cross, but it looks like Hailey does not, so most likely a drop zone.
Silva, one of the few to go backhand through this gap.
One of the only? Oh, nice amount of turn. Bases it. Honestly, the fact that she did that 2 out of 4 rounds is so impressive.
The fact that she just did it today with I know it's left to right, so that helps, but it's tailwind too.
Yeah.
So getting that disc to hold on that turning angle with the tailwind, impressive.
Really cool shot. That's so awesome. Holyn also with a nice sidearm.
It's wild to see
shape for this.
3 out of 4 competitors going for this.
Lead card, baby.
Yeah.
That's looking deep.
Yeah.
It's safe. Nice shot from Holyn.
That wind. Here's Hailey from that sketchy little drop zone.
That looks nice. That's it.
It's easy to do that and find yourself at the edge of circle 1 with this comeback putt.
I mean, yeah, last thing you want to do is leave it short, so that's definitely the most common result. Look at the wind whipping off that water. Holyn for birdie. Not really a clean swing through there.
Nice. Hailey looking comfortable with the bogey save. It's a scary putt. There were only 4 birdies on hole 5 and only 5 competitors that found circle 1. I bet all 5 of them going over the water.
Missy getting a par, which again, it's very hard to do, taking that right side, and that looked nice and clean.
Shout out to Anna Kinston, Ella Hansen, and Taylor Chosek, who also got this birdie. Silva, the only one, though, to park the hole.
Gotta be the only one to go backhand, too.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah win on chase card on hole 8.
Well, besides lefty Anakin.
Well, fine. You're right. Nice shot from Hannah.
What a great shot.
Is Cat Merch wearing cat ears?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Saw that real quick. Just want to double check.
Meow.
Little 2-stroke swing, putting Silva ahead of Hailey, 4 strokes back of our leaders.
Hole 6, one of the hardest par 3s on the course. It's 310 feet with that out of bounds rock wall all the way down the right side. On paper, that doesn't seem like it's a lot of ground to cover, but the angle is what is the kicker here. You have to ride that right side, get your disc to flip up at the perfect time, and ideally land right here and slide up into circle 1. Oftentimes, if you do see birdies on this hole, it's not through this route though. You see some putts sneaking through on the left side. A little bit of a safer run, but it does bring some rough that's late left on the hole into play. The wind is whipping off the water again from left to right.
Silva's been putting this down so low and straight. This is the best we've seen by far, though.
No, like the
By
best.
Far.
This is crazy.
Usually, yeah, you see people kind of hit short, maybe skip up into circle 2. This was in the
What
air,
did she
but
throw?
never in danger.
I'm so curious what this is. Never in danger, never wavering, just dead straight.
I believe it's her hex, neutral hex.
So good.
Absolutely gorgeous shot. That's like a dream backhand.
Missy taking the left fairway.
The more typical backhand route, and well done.
And if she misses those trees, she does have a wide open putt as well. We'll see what she has to deal with there. I think there's one big tree in the way of the basket.
Holyn hitting early.
Holyn looking a little bit maybe like nervous. Not her normal smooth throw that we've seen the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, definitely some kind of unforced errors. Hailey trying to go sidearm, which is a good play, but it's risky, obviously, with that rock wall on the right side.
I love that. At least she's going out of bounds really far down there, but yeah, so close to being good.
Holyn managing that well, all things considered. She'll have a long look at trying to save her par, maybe through that B. I'm not sure.
It's a sketchy putt.
Yeah.
But if that's all you have, I guess. Oh, Hailey inches from saving the par.
Dang, Holyn
No.
left with nothing. Pretty typical on the 6th.
Yeah, you have to do that all the time. Here's Missy through the V. So much wind.
Yeah, big tailwind. Good run, and it's safe. Silva. Just outside the bullseye for a birdie. Always rare on this one.
Silva 1 of 8 today.
No way!
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks like Paige Pierce and Sarah Hokum both parked the hole. And then there was, a
That's
slew of
awesome.
other birdies, too.
Yeah, more than normal. Very cool. Everyone attacking on Championship Sunday.
Oh.
That's a real Jomez. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at it. She didn't even know.
It almost hit her in the head. If she had not missed her mini at first.
Whoa.
Alexis Mandujano also on the bubble right now for the score-in spot. Oh. For the score-in spots. Well, how do you squeeze a little skip ace in right there? There's like no space.
Yeah. There's about, 8 feet?
Man, that is so close.
Great shot. Upside down putt.
And Silva within only 2 strokes now of that tie for the lead.
What's going on, guys? Hold My Bag just launched the greatest disc golf fantasy game in the universe.
Hold My Bag just dropped the best fantasy disc golf game the planet has ever seen.
I want to tell you guys about the newest disc golf fantasy game on the market.
One of my favorite parts is the Hold My Bag. This is something that we started doing, and it's actually a lot of fun.
Hole 7, we saw Missy Gannon ace this 2 days ago. It's a par 3, 352 feet, blind through the woods, hit the first gap, first things first, and then progress as straight as you can. You see a lot of baby flex shots, you see kind of hyzer flips, you see just whatever shape you're comfortable with that's largely straight. Again, it is blind, so you never know. You never know where you end up. You see a lot of rolls.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit early, this hole can be a nightmare, just like any hole out here. That's going to be just fine. Not great. You think she can do it again?
She's thinking it. The wind was really pretty stiff coming off the lake that goes across to hole 8. Wow, Missy Gannon.
I feel like that kind of pays off for the little Jomez she just had. A nice little roll.
A friendly one. Yeah, it was a left to right wind, and it was surprising how much you could feel it through these trees. Missy doing a great job stabling up. You saw this so many times today, but Holyn getting a nice little tree kick.
Friendly. Ooh, Hailey with a grip lock. That's probably the best kick she could have had in that scenario.
Silva thankfully able to just jump putt down to the green. It is sloped though, so you want to come in with a good angle.
Hailey just pitching up for her 3. Holyn for birdie. Good height, but air balls to the right. Missy to take one on Holyn. Nice.
And Missy currently in the solo lead. Let's check in with Evelina Saarinen.
A lot of hole 14 chickens.
Yeah, this hole's so fun to watch.
It's so fun to play. Do it. This basket with a target on it. I think there's a bounty out there for hole 14.
There's gotta be. And definitely a little bit more struggle to get it under par today. The wind coming into play and showing Maple Hill in its true ugly form. Beautiful. But the wind is tough, especially on this hole, hole 8. You feel the pressure crossing this 300 feet of water. The wind can get really swirly here and very gusty. Today it was coming up and over the trees as a headwind and sometimes right to left, sometimes left to right. It just depended on the moment. Gusting pretty high, upwards of like 15-ish miles per hour at times. You see all kinds of shots here. Let's just watch and see what our lead card chooses to do. Looks like currently left to right wind. Missy gonna opt for a hyzer.
Needs to get lucky through these branches.
It does.
Oh, it does.
Silva definitely going straight at it. She came up just a bit short yesterday.
Today too. Just a few inches. That'll proceed to the very difficult drop zone.
Uh-oh.
Very low from Holyn as well. No. Oh.
God, that was so dramatic.
Yeah.
Hailey trying to get lucky through the right side as well, and she's going to fly the wall. Lead card struggling with hole 8 today.
When you cross the OB line, they give you a cheer.
Here's Silva from that drop zone. Downhill.
Wow. Full run.
Full run. So today I did not realize that I walked up to my putt. It was up near the OTB wall in the middle. And I said, hey guys.
He said, hi, welcome to hole 8.
Yeah. But all of them in unison.
I know.
It's like the best thing.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Like little robots, all in unison.
They do have their little rituals. Ah. Good looking putt from Missy Gannon.
Shout out to Mark in the water.
Mark?
It's pretty cool. There's a lot of water problems on this course, and the fact that you can kind of count on getting your disc back is the best.
I heard he pulled 4,000 out, or 3,500 last night.
Oh my.
For the week. So I bet he got to 4.
That's almost.
Is it for the week or is it for the year? That now seems impossible. But someone did tell me 3,500 specifically as of yesterday. Huh.
I don't know. The amount of discs they have stacked up in the back is crazy.
It is crazy. Anyway, some probable stats from the Too Hot Geese, your favorite. Missy taking the rare par. They're still able to get one more stroke on Holyn. Silva with that double bogey. Still a good save. That wasn't a gimme putt. Give me 5 strokes back now. Wrapping it up with hole 9 in the shorter par 4 pin position. It's a new tee pad this year, 520 feet. It takes a huge rip to get over the crest of this hill right here. If you can see the basket, you're sitting pretty, but it's still not an easy approach shot. You gotta go over this little out of bounds inlet that the bridge is crossing there. It's a small landing area. I would say the most common mistake is kind of blasting it past deep and then not really having a putt. I would say that this one was easier with the old tee pad. You could get to the landing zone a little bit easier. I think the more we play it, the more we'll kind of figure it out. But as of right now, we're not seeing a whole lot of ladies able to attack this one thoroughly. That's a great looking tee shot.
Yeah, Missy definitely able to attack.
Yeah, perfect tee shot.
This one, you couldn't feel the wind from the tee shot, which was nice. But once you got on top of that hill, the wind was coming from all directions. From behind you, in front of you, it was crossing the fairway, really making you second guess your decision on whether you want to just lay up to the short side or try to go across. Especially down this big hill, it just would highlight the angle of your disc so much. Uh-oh.
Hailey very early. And still progressing pretty nicely, all things considered. Silva a little late.
And progressing pretty nicely, all things considered.
Indeed.
Ooh, good outfit.
Mm-hmm. Full send here from Silva. There's water down here on the left. Oh my gosh, did she go to the green? I thought she was short left.
Can she even see the
I don't
green?
think so. That's an insane shot.
I wish I could see her view better. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't think she could see anything but the tree line, like above the basket.
I do think that was very blind. Hailey,
I love that.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Hailey not able to fully get out and still has a huge shot to get down there and still has a lot of work for the bogey now.
Yeah, just kind of chopping her way up the left side.
Silva was definitely blind. I mean, Holyn can maybe barely see it. That's crazy.
That is crazy. I love that. Here's Holyn doing the classic mistake, kind of blasting by. It checks up nicely, though.
Missy with one of the best tee shots we've seen. You can see still not an easy approach. Should have some kind of look. Well done from there. Oof.
Hailey's fourth still straddled out and from a knee. This one looks a little cleaner. Nice.
Yeah, good speed control on that one. Oh, man. Missy just having to lay up for par.
The wind was so hard left to right here. I hit the wall and rolled back into the water, and my disc landed in the water topside down, and it just blew and floated out into the pond because the wind just kept blowing it.
Did you get it back?
Yeah, I did. But it was just crazy how hard the wind was blowing through here.
Holyn didn't have a clear look for her putt. Hailey catching that bogey.
And unfortunately, a little bit on a run of bogeys here. So even with the shorter pin position, there were only 5 birdies on hole 9. So it played slightly less difficult than the long pin, but still, like Erika said, we have some work to do on figuring out how to attack on this hole.
I don't know. Silva's got it figured out.
Yeah, she sure does.
Grip lock a little bit to the right through the best approach shot we've ever seen.
Just like blind rip one. I wonder if she like went up and looked. I'm so curious.
Yeah.
I want to say no. She didn't.
No way.
No.
Looks like Sophia Dunniga has the hot round currently at 4 down through 14. She's in contention for that second outside the bubble spot, the 2 spots available at MVP to get into the Pro Tour Championships. Hailey King has the first, Madison Walker on the line for it. Who else is up? Lisa Fakis, Jessica
Weed.
Gerthy,
Gerthy, yeah.
Rachel Turton, all kind of right there on that line. So some names to look at. 9 more holes to go, and a lot happening on our lead card. It's anybody's game, honestly.
It sure is. First through 4th place all in contention right now. And again, thank you guys for helping us get to $500,000. We'll have some more confetti shenanigans for you on the back 9, but you have to tune in to see it. Okay, bye. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 Hot Geese.
Honk.
Honk.